And welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in. Great. Glad you could. Got my hat on and have it down over got my tassel cap on today. My Ferrari tassel cap. Yeah. It's all good. Hope you're having a good day wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show and whatever you may be doing. We're here in Tampa, Florida. It's not snowing.
No.
Snowing somewhere. It's not snowing here. Although it's cooled down a little bit. We have a couple of guests lined up today. So everybody's all the seats are taken for guests. That's good. But lots of seats open for the audience, and we're glad that you're there. Going to report on Dr. Audrey Ross will be the guest in the first hour, and then Neil Levin in the second hour. And before I introduce Dr. Ross, Gary's going to tell you how to make contact with the show. We like it when you do that. In fact, we love it. I encourage you, I beseech you to call us. Let us know what you're thinking and feeling, what you're doing, whatever we're talking about or something else we're not talking about. It's okay.
You can reach us at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. Dr. Garko's personal email is drgarko@letstalknutrition.com. Follow us, like us, share us on Facebook at Let's Talk Nutrition, on Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Let's Talk Nutrition, where everything is archived and by date and closed caption for the hearing impaired.
A follow-up to the story I've been reporting on now for the past several weeks. Mr. Dwayne Johnson, if you don't recall or didn't hear about it, initially he was awarded $289 million by a California jury in his lawsuit against Monsanto. He claimed that Monsanto was responsible for him becoming ill with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma because he was the groundskeeper and sprayed the product several times a year for a number of years and developed non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. If you're watching the show, we're showing you an image of Mr. Johnson in court. If you look at his hands real closely, in his neck and his face, you'll see lesions. Those lesions are all over his body. It's dreadful. The jury found the company's Monsanto's weed killer caused his cancer. Initially, it was $289 million. He this week accepted a reduced verdict of $78 million. Mr. Johnson is dying. I don't know how much more time he has, but he's terminal, and it's a shame. He's a relatively young man, and this is not a pleasant experience, is an understatement. Mr. Johnson's attorney formally informed the San Francisco Superior Court that he would not contest the judge's decision to reduce the jury's original $289 million award. Mr. Johnson could have demanded a new trial, but I don't think he has the wherewithal to go through it. It's too much. The jury was unanimous in its decision back in August that Monsanto's Roundup weed killer caused Mr. Johnson's cancer. His doctor testified he's only 46 years old, man. That 46-year-old has less than 3 years to live. Mr. Johnson's spokeswoman, Robin McCall, says his attorney disagrees with the judge's settlement reduction, but will accept the lower amount in hopes of achieving a final resolution within his lifetime. Of course, Monsanto pushed back heavily. Monsanto spokesman Daniel Childs did not immediately return a phone call when he was contacted. He previously said the company planned to appeal every adverse verdict. The company is facing, are you ready? 8,000 similar lawsuits. 8,000. By the way, are no longer called Monsanto.
Scary, isn't it?
You need to turn your mic on.
It is on.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Um,
It's scary. It's scary that there's 8,000 lawsuits against them, and nobody has stepped in through the FDA or anybody else.
They can't. They can't. The FDA declared it safe, man. Otherwise, they wouldn't be using it. It would be the Department of Agriculture. I mean, I don't know who would all be involved in that ultimate decision. I don't think it's the FDA. But it's been declared safe. We'll look. See if you can find who the agency is that ultimately. I mean, I'm writing a paper on this right now, as a matter of fact, on glyphosate. I'll share it with you, and I'll publish it up on our website. I'm telling you, I have a document right here to my right. It's, I don't know, almost maybe 50 pages or more from Monsanto. I went online and I got it. And they make, if you read that document, you would think that glyphosate was the next thing to holy water. That there's nothing wrong with glyphosate, not one thing at all. To read their rendition of the matter.
It's the Toxic Substance Control Act, and it's controlled by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency.
EPA, exactly. Yep. That's right. This document is amazing. They go on and on about what a wonderful compound this is. They got 8,000. They got 8,000 lawsuits in a cube, man. 8,000, not 8, not 80, not 800. 8,000. There are 8,000 people out there going to sue them. Bayer, the German company, is the holding company. They changed the name. They got rid of Monsanto. It's not called Monsanto anymore. There is no Monsanto. I'll keep you apprised. 877-897-8255. If you're spraying your lawns or your shrubbery, whatever you're doing, please wear protective gear. Mr. Johnson wore protective gear. There were a couple of episodes where the suit leaked and the pesticide got inside the suit. They're claiming